Good morning, friends, and welcome back to Rolling Ragu. So on today's video, we're traveling across the southern edge of Louisiana, traveling I-10, and there are many places in the country that have unique character to them. Louisiana is certainly one of them. Right in the Lafayette area, that is an amazing visitor center that is associated with the Atchafalaya Basin.
What is it?
Alligator.
Pretty cool, huh? Yeah.
And today we're going to be taking you on an airboat ride to find some alligators in the Atchafalaya Basin. What else do you do when you're in Louisiana? Well, it's a lot of things to do, but this is what we're doing today. So come along with us. We just did a quick search on the phone to try to find a campground that we could stay at, and we found this campground, which turned out to really play up that experience of the character of the area. The attendant at the campground that we checked in with was bona fide Cajun, and I couldn't help but sneak the camera rolling while he was trying to get us checked in.
How long it is?
28.
Jury amp, bumper pool, camper. What side you want me to put them at? It's a little small one. How long it is?
28.
28 feet. You're gonna stay connected?
Connected, are we gonna stay connected?
We need electric and water.
No, man, that's not what I'm asking.
Oh.
I need to be connected, you know, stay with your...
Still on your rig.
We'd like to, yeah.
Yeah, I said they like to, man. If we got it, they gotta do it. They do it, you know. 135 or 133. You okay? Wanna fill up that paperwork? What we got there?
I need to, okay. Now I have to admit, I'm from the area and I only caught about half of what he said. But he took our money and we ended up having a place to sleep. So that was the point of the whole thing anyway. But the kids got a kick out of hearing him. It was almost like international travel. Frenchman's on exit 121 off of I-10. And they have, that was the office you saw there. They have an arcade, which I'm assuming is locked up. It's pretty dead. Everything's closed here on a Monday. The website said sites were $29.50 or something like that. And I called ahead and she said, yes, we have a $29.50 site, and we got here and it was $33, and because it had a concrete slab, they wanted $36. And so I guess that's the way it goes. It's a large place. It's probably I think it's got 150 or so campers, and the levee is right here behind me, and the levee is holding back, I guess, the water from the swamp. The swamp is right there. So the family is here at the pool. So tomorrow morning we have a tour planned. We are we're booked with Basin Landing airboat tours, and supposed to get an hour-and-a-half airboat tour of the old growth cypress swamps in the Atchafalaya Basin, which should be a lot of fun. something that bites us often on these trips is we keep our cameras in the air-conditioned travel trailer, and the humidity is so incredible in Louisiana that when you take any piece of electric equipment out from the trailer and into this humidity, it fogs up immediately. So I apologize, this airboat ride was not filmed the way I had planned to film it. Now the ride started off with us going across some open water. And within about 10 minutes, we were deep into the cypress trees. And he found a neat little spot to shut the engines off, and then he started slapping the water with paddles, which he says is kind of replicates how the alligators will slap the water surface with their tails.
Oh.
Look how fast. Come over here, Owen. Come over here, Owen.
See, baby?
Change your seat. Move. Stand up.
Yeah, just stand up. It's all right.
Just hold on.
Stand up, babe.
There's another. Look at that swinging over here.
Oh yeah,
That's a big one.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't. I ripple when I throw it. Really is.
Now, I don't know if there's any truth to that, but I will tell you that the alligators knew that they were going to get pieces of chicken when he slapped the water. So I think it might have more to do with the chickens than being an authentic call for alligators.
Oh. I don't want to reach my hand over there.
No.
No.
We don't
Whoa,
wanna have
look at
to
that
call
tail.
in there.
We don't want to have to throw you on
Oh,
in.
wow. Oh, goodness. You see, Junior? He's cute.
The black, the tin saw, the Washita, and about a third of the volume of the Mississippi River passes through here. On a normal year, water fluctuates 10 to 15 feet. We crested about 6 feet earlier this year. The water fell to about a foot. And then we had a lot of rain from up north, and a little snow melt. We're probably about 10 feet in here right now.
Wow. I didn't realize that's that hot.
Most of these trees, when these trees here are cypress trees, they lose their leaves in the wintertime. They're about 70 to 90-year-old trees, all the old growth. The last of them was cut in the 50s. Very resistant to rotten termite damage, so it was the lumber of choice back in the day for home building, boat building, ship building.
no more.
As long as I don't fall asleep, y'all be all right.
No, but I do when I do. Hello. No, we trying to.
My son was out there. Lay down.
Now, could you stop almost anywhere and there would be a few within stone's throw of us?
No.
No.
They're kind of scattered out with the water high.
Yeah.
That chicken up is going to fall in.
They give good swimming lessons.
That's the chicken. So how big is that one?
6 foot.
What? Like he was going to take it back. The water is so clear.
Right there.
Oh, look, a gar.
So that's why I asked you how
Yeah,
deep it
garfish.
was. I was thinking it wasn't that deep.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
eye,
Alligator
Ethan.
Yeah,
gar.
it is, yeah.
See the gar?
Remember we used to catch those at the camp?
None up on the water. Alligator gar.
Alligator gar. I've seen them.
Yeah.
I remember because
Because you can't stop to get you. You're just do swamp baby.
swamp baby. Look at him.
Oh, that was a lot bigger. Wow.
It's very rare that you see a female get over 9 feet.
There's another little one coming.
Oh, really? So what if somebody fell in the water? Would it like attack or would
Nah,
it just
it would go away.
Over there.
Yeah,
See
see
that
that.
little one right there? Swimming
All right,
right
we're
there.
going to test the place.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
peanut.
Look how little. Oh, he's cute.
All that, and he doesn't do anything.
Oh, poor little baby. That's why he's so little. You don't ever say you nothing.
He's late for the party.
That's right.
So then she's about as big as a female gets, typically.
They'll get a little bigger than that.
Yeah, I know.
Look at her teeth. Oh, look at that little baby. I want him to come over here.
We just got back from an amazing adventure. We're here at Basin Landing and Marina between Butte La Rose and Henderson, Louisiana. Took a 2-hour airboat tour, saw alligators, cypress trees, various birds, had a great time.
We just went on a airboat tour on the Atchafalaya Basin. It was pretty cool, and we saw 7 alligators, I think, and it was amazing. So yeah.
Hello guys, it's Owen here. We just went to, what's it called? Atchafalaya Basin. We went on an airboat tour, and it was pretty cool because we saw at least 10 alligators in the water with swamps.
Did you get to drive the airboat?
No, I didn't get to drive the airboat.
You got to sit next to the driver.
I did get to sit next to the driver. And now I'm eating an apple slice.
The rest of that.
That's not
See ya.
what a fiasco. We got off the interstate, and sometimes when you listen to that GPS, it doesn't exactly steer you right. It's a blessing in 99 out of 100 situations, but in this case, it had us drive the back way. We spent almost an hour in Lafayette evening rush hour to loop around the city and get back to Costco. You found somebody that knew witchcraft.
Yes. Witchcraft.
He moves his arm and the basket moved in the way his arm was moving.
You don't think the wind did it?
Yes, it probably did.
But it's more fun if it's witchcraft.
Yeah.
We picked up groceries. We're fairly stocked. It's surprising how much will fit in that freezer if you pack it right, or if you have a wife that can pack it right, like I do. Right, babe?
That's right.
You stepped in poo.
I stepped in
Right there.
poo. That's mud, son.
Nope, that's good.
All right, so we're trying to beat this storm. We bought a chicken to have one of their rotisserie chickens. We're gonna have lunch here, hit the road, and within an hour we should be in Lake Charles. So we had a very interesting situation when we came out of Costco. We came out, I was opening up the trailer to air it out, and I did notice a slight smell. I didn't say anything. I noticed a slight smell when I got in, and the carbon monoxide detector started going off as soon as we walked in.
Opened the door?
Yeah, as soon as I opened the door. And it wasn't going off before I opened the door.
Okay.
And it was going off. We looked over at the stove and noticed that two of the burners, or three? Two of the burners were left in an on position. All we can think is we were squeezing back and forth with the slide in just before we left the Atchafalaya airboat ride. So good to know that the thing works. So, and it may have saved us. Now, for a part of the trip that I was really excited about, we were going to be stopping in Lake Charles, Louisiana, where an old college buddy and his wife, who is also an old college buddy, we were excited to get a chance to stop and say hello to them and meet their children. We haven't met their kids. Well, this is exciting. We're pulling up into my college buddy's neighborhood, and have to say, I never thought we would actually get here, and I'm glad we had. But looking forward to a fun night of reminiscing and telling stories, sitting in some air condition. That would be nice. Louisiana weather has been, although I'm from Louisiana, I am not acclimated to it any longer.
But she does pretty good. She's had a couple of band concerts.
I haven't played this in so long.
Annalise. That's nice. As you'll see, the theme on this trip really becomes more about the people that we met along the way than it did about the sights. We're headed west. We have 5.5 hours to go to San Antonio. We have reservations at the KOA downtown for 2 nights, so that should give us at least one full day there in San Antonio to walk around. And we really appreciate you joining us today. Sharing our experiences with you guys has been a lot of fun. And as we say in Louisiana, laissez le bon temps rouler. Hey, rolling ragu, let the good times roll. Laissez le bon temps rouler. We may have just found something new for rolling ragu. I like it. I like it.
Comment below if you like it. I think it's good. Thanks for joining us.